Hey, you guys. Okay, I was inspired today. I had an awesome conversation with a new friend that I just met, Dr. Tim Jordan. He has his own podcast called Raising Daughters, and that's how I met him because he's doing amazing work in the world for girls specifically. And we had this really great conversation about feeling like you have to have your life all figured out. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is so me. This has been me for so long. And I wanted to share a little bit about you don't have to have your life all figured out. And that was like the purpose of, this conversation and this inspiration today was that we feel like we do, but we really don't have to have it all figured out. And we have all this pressure to have it figured out. And a lot of girls, especially you guys as athletes, feel like you need to know exactly what's going to happen in your life, what you're going to do, where you're going to go to school, all the things figured out. And that's really not the point. It's really not the purpose. And if we keep living like that and going through life like that, you're going to be really frustrated. And I can completely and totally relate because I felt like I had to have it all figured out. And I think that's why my recruiting process was so stressful and it felt like a roller coaster and it was emotional and all the things. So, from when I remember, I feel like it was kind of like, okay, wait, let me backtrack. So Dr. Tim Jordan, he has this way of explaining this called DOT, I believe, and I might be miscommunicating that, but he was like, have you ever done like one of those dot pictures where you connect the dots and all of a sudden it makes like a figure or a picture and it's like by numbers and you draw it out. And at first you're like, I don't know what this is going to be. But then when you finish, you're like, oh, that's what it is. So as we go through life, we don't really know what the full picture is going to be. We just know what the next step is, the next dot is. I thought this was so amazing because I was thinking about my life then. And I was like, wow, when I was growing up, my line was pretty straight and narrow, like, get to middle school, then get to high school, and then go to college. And even it got a little messy getting to college because that recruiting process threw me for a loop. And then, then it got really messy and I really didn't know what the picture was going to look like after college. I call it college to real life limbo. And I had no idea what my life was going to look like, although I was trying very, very hard to figure out what my life was going to look like. And it was very frustrating. But I kept going and here I am today. I feel like I have things much more figured out, but there's honestly, I'm in a phase and a season of life where I'm like, I don't really know what my next step is. I'm kind of working on that currently, figuring out what excites me. But anyway, Dr. Tim Jordan was telling me that the thing is we just have to figure out where our next dot is. And that next dot is whatever that makes you happy, whatever excites you, whatever your gut is telling you to do. Whatever your instincts are telling you to go towards, new connections, new experiences, traveling, trying different things, getting out of your comfort zone. Those are all dots, all the things that end up creating this picture at the end of the day. And I'm still connecting dots. Most of us are still connecting dots and we're creating new pictures or we're starting over. And I just want you to remember to just follow your gut. Do the things that you love. Go gravitate towards the things that you enjoy. Connect with people, learn from people, keep growing, and we'll all work out in the end. So I just want to thank Dr. Tim Jordan again for that amazing conversation because it just really inspired me to share a little bit more like, oh, wow, I think a lot of other people, a lot of other girls are feeling this. So that is the message. Follow your gut and it is all going to work out in the end. Your picture will work out in the end.